Management review is a very important job in an organization, either by a team or according to the hierarchy available in the organization. The present talk of mine will be help you for better understanding of what management review means as well as its way and importance and value. It will provide some practical guidance on how to go about the management review and how to structure your requirements of management review. The title Management Review is neither an audit nor a report back discussion. I repeat it. Management review is neither an audit nor a report back discussion. It is not about reporting measurements, but evaluating to what extent the management system fulfills its functions and goals. Management review is a strategic planning opportunity. The purpose of a management review is for top management and personnel involved in the decision making process to systematically evaluate the overall performance. What is important to the management review is organizations need to be assured the continuing suitability, adequacy, and effectiveness. I'll repeat suitability, adequacy, and effectiveness of a management system which they are following till the day of the review, along with its stated policies and objectives. How far the stated policies and objectives are achieved, and how they are pursuing, to what extent they have achieved, what are the shortcomings. Will be the objective of the management review. Then shortcomings are identified through management review. Provisions can be made for necessary changes and required resources. Efficiency should also be evaluated to ensure best use of allocated resources. Suitability are the correct process and operations included to enable support the activities of the ground work level. Adequacy evaluate if all the mandatory contractual organizations and regulatory requirements are met. Effectiveness evaluate the extent to which the management system is capable of accomplishing the purpose of producing the intended and or expected result, that is doing the right things in the right way. Efficiency evaluate the best use of resources, the relationship between the results achieved and the resources used, doing things right in the best way. To meet the intent of the review, typically at least one review of the entire management system should be performed periodically, once in 4 months or once in 3 months, depending on its time and availability of the top brass. The output of the review is to set goals and objectives for the forthcoming period. So, it is good practice to align the review period with the organization's financial year, parent company, strategy, sessions, and accreditation assessments. It makes sense to complete the review in a timely manner for budget input and to carve out new strategies and policies which are required to the organization. Documentation. Documenting the follow up status of actions from the previous management reviews, outcome of the recent internal audits and assessments by external bodies, results of risk identification, corrective actions, other relevant factors such as monitoring activities and training, specifically the training activity which is being done or not according to the requirements of the system or improvement of the organization. The process owner, the person responsible for providing data and information for evaluation and executing agreed actions, must make sure that the management review is successful. Is a great role for this process owner that to prepare this report. It is important that all personnel are informed about the results of the management reviews, the conclusions, and new quality aims. The information and communication can even be via email or as long as personnel have access to the latest management review record. Some tips of effective follow up monitoring and closing actions I would like to give you with all my experience in 33 years in a public undertaking and 13 years in a private undertaking of a corporate nature. I would like to tell you. Ensure that individuals have the required level of support, time, and resources to enable actions to be properly implemented. Encourage communication regarding any problems. Encourage suggestions and regular feedback during quality meetings. Integrate the process and include follow up the audit program. Here, the great role of gyms, that is what is integration of management systems come into a role, and they have to apply their brain and prepare details of their observations to the management review meeting. A final tip I would like to tell you: do not forget to ask all involved personnel for feedback to evaluate the success of the completed management review process as an input to improve the next one. This is a very important process. Majority of the people I have seen personally, whether it's in a public undertaking or in a private undertaking, they take management review as a very formal, very informal way, and it's not formality is not maintained. Seriousness will not be maintained. They'll do. The managers will be giving a big list of excuses and nodding of the head, sometimes criticizing them or bullying them or fighting with them. That is not the way to conduct management review meeting. It must be having a platform, a premise of scientific management technique, scientifically reviewing with all data, prior data analysis, has to be done by the person who is sitting in the review chair, because first of all he should have a clear understanding of what is to be reviewed and what is to be questioned, what answers he is expecting, and he is responsible basing on the replies given by them to formulate a policy. Hence this has to be taken very serious process, and I request all young managers to become proficient and experts in attending and conducting a junior level of management review meeting. This long process will take you the higher level of leadership and make you very successful. Thank you very much.